Welcome back. This is the second part of the BOAB Models SF90 Spider Ferrari. Here we're looking at the resin parts of the bodywork. You've got the floor there, and here's the expertly moulded body. Now, I've not shown it in the video here, but it's important to give it a gentle wash with some warm soapy water. Maybe use a toothbrush to get into some of those fine parts. There's often a releasing agent on these kind of resin kits which needs to be removed. Now, once I made sure that it was thoroughly dried, I then gave it a couple of coats of primer. This is Tamiya Fine Grey Primer from the spray can. I then airbrushed it with Tamiya X1 Black, mixed half and half with Tamiya thinners. I gave it a few coats, gave it a gentle wet sanding in between some of the coats to try and smooth it out. It's important to try and get it into all these sort of cracks and crevices. One of the benefits of doing this in black meant that I didn't have to mask any of the places like the window trims or the vents, so I'm kind of cheating doing it black, but I also think it will look pretty mean and aggressive in that gloss black finish. Now, before adding the decals, I've given it a little wet sand in places to smooth down some of the imperfections. I also made a bit of a mistake. I've added the fin to the rear section. Really should have added that later because it makes it harder to sand, but there we are, I've done it. Now I'm choosing to add the carbon fibre decals at this stage. That way they will be clear glossed over the top to add a more consistent finish. The decals come off the paper really easily with just a little bit of warm water. I'm using a bit of micro set underneath, and then once I'm happy with the position, adding a bit of Ultimate Modelling Products strong decal solution to help them settle down nicely. These decals here go around these small vents. It's important to do the smaller outer ones before the larger middle one. Look at the shapes really carefully and the numbers to make sure that you get them in the correct positions. Once the decals had all settled into place, I gave it a day to settle and then gave it 3 coats of clear gloss from Tamiya. I gave that 5 days to cure and then wet sanded it using these 3000 grit Tamiya sanding sponges. You can see here how the paintwork has all been flattened down. Then I used Tamiya polishing compounds, starting with the roughest, to polish these nice and smooth to give a nice deep shine. It's important to start in sections. Here I'm using the Tamiya polishing sponges as well to help. Don't want to polish too hard because you could go through the paint, especially on some of the raised corners. You can already start to see a bit more shine there. I then used smoother polish and this microfiber cloth, and you can see there that this is starting to look a lot shinier. And there we are, that's the car. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. Now the rear diffuser here has been painted black, and then there's a various carbon fibre decals to go on top. I've done the larger two on the main sections of the rear, and then you've got lots of smaller ones which need to go around some of the gaps. Most important thing is to be calm and patient with these kind of things. These kind of fine tweezers are useful for repositioning them, especially ones like this where they need to curve around several different edges. Tweezers are useful because decals can quite easily get stuck to your fingertips, so this is a lot safer way to do it. Just don't pull too hard as you could tear them. And then for all of these little fins, you have got smaller decals, like so. The thin strips are supposed to go down the middle of the fins, however I decided that I didn't really need those. You might want to do it on yours. Again, I used UMP strong decal solution and a hairdryer to help them settle as best as possible, and I'm pretty happy with that. Now then, for the tail lights, you've got some photo etch bits which go behind the clear parts. The clear parts have been painted in clear red. Now, you can either put them in like so, or you can attach them to the back side of the clear parts directly. I've used foam safe super glue as to not craze the clear parts. It's very delicate to get these into the right position. However, I found that once I was happy with the position, I didn't need any glue as it was quite tight squeeze, so they just sat there nicely, like so. Once I had both tail lights in position, I then chose to add the spoiler, which had been painted and polished in the same way as the bodywork. This requires a gentle bit of pressure, so I'm using these gloves so that I don't leave any fingerprints. There, pretty happy with that. Now then, you've got photo etch parts for the Ferrari badges, both the little Scudetto on the side and the rectangular one on the front. I'm adding the photo etch parts first and then going to add the decals over the top. You could do this before the gloss clear if you wanted to, however I was worried about polishing these sections if you had a badge on them, so I think adding them at this point is better. Used a bit of micro set to help them settle into place. Now that all the bodywork is done, it's time to add the dashboard, which I completed in a previous section. Now I haven't shown it here, but you should actually add the door cards at this point as well. They fit kind of in between the dashboard at the front and the sort of headrest section which goes behind. This was super glued into place, and now I'm going to test fit it with the interior, which was completed in the previous video. It's a really nice fit. And here are the seats as well. I like the contrast between the red seats and the black bodywork. I'm going to add some more red features later on. Let me know what colour you would have painted this. Now the kit comes with two styles of wheels. You've got these 5-spoke designs here, but I decided to go for the slightly more traditional looking 10-spoke, which I painted black and then gave a clear coat afterwards. Now you've then got small photo etch centres. These are just round. Put a little bit of super glue on the back of those. And then you've got small little yellow Ferrari decals to go in the middle. But first you've got the tyres. You've got slightly narrower tyres at the front and wider ones at the back. Make sure that you get the tyres the right way round. You've got the slightly more vertical sidewall on the outside of the tyre. And here I'm adding the little prancing horse decal to the centres. There we are. And here's the rear tyres, which are slightly wider. They're good quality tyres. You could give them a little sand if you wanted to make them look a bit more used, but I quite like this to look sort of box fresh. In reality, these style of wheels actually come in carbon fibre, so I felt that the finish was a fair reflection of that. Now then, I chose to do the wheel calipers in red as well. I painted them in red, but then added the photo etch sections to the outside. These also need to be red, so I then painted it again once they were in place. They're slightly different from left to right and front to rear, so make sure that you get those correct. Here I am test fitting them with the brake discs and then behind the wheel, like so. I like that. Now the discs were painted silver. Probably should have painted them black to help the holes get picked out, but here they are with the discs on top. Now then you've got these centres here, which as you can see here need to be a kind of grey, and then you fold over these screw heads on top. I did this on top of an old envelope just to protect the work mat. So I did the centres here in a kind of anthracite grey. And then folded over all the little screw heads and left those in the bare metal. Once I was finished with that, I then glued it down on top of the discs. And I'm pretty happy with how that looks. And the calipers, now all painted in red, slot into place. There's then a little Ferrari decal which goes on top, and I added a little bit of definition with some Tamiya panel line accent. I cleaned off the excess with a cotton bud before I was finished. And I also added a little bit of definition to the discs by weathering those with the panel line accent as well. And there are the finished brakes. And here's the body with the interior in place and the back end of the car. And I've popped them onto the wheels as well. Please let me know what you think, what colour you would have done this car. Have you built any resin kits yourself? Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, hit the notification bell. Thanks a lot for watching, I'll see you soon.